What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the land of reckless logic. Please make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please smash that notification bell so do not miss any of my posts from me. So with that said, let's get straight into this video because, baby, I have a lot to say. Alrighty, y'all. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, this is a commentary video for you guys today. I will be talking about Payton S. Grinton. I'm just gonna call him Payton G. Basically the Buffalo shooting, the Buffalo massacre that ended up happening not too long ago. Now, for those who do not know, basically Payton G. He decided to go to a supermarket and basically shoot up and completely slaughter 10 people, in particular melanated people. So with that being said, I do have an article. I just want to get straight into it. Let me just bring this bad boy up. And y'all, like I said before, y'all, Mercury retrograde. So girl, it be messing all this stuff up. So let me pull this up real quick. Let me get into this stuff. Once again, y'all, I'm gonna do this based off the dome. So we're gonna see what gives. I got ads up. What's going on? No, I don't want it. No, I don't want that summarized. All right, so this from CNN. Girl, even then they can be sketchy at times. But we're gonna call it out. All right, it says Buffalo suspects post about attack plans could be seen online 30 minutes before mass shooting. Girl. CNN. All right, it says 30 minutes before an 18-year-old white man allegedly, he did carried out a racist mass shooting. Well, it was racist, but I'm gonna get into that. Saturday at a supermarket in a mostly black enclave of Buffalo, New York. He revealed his months-long plot of on social media. Girl, my mouth is dry. So Payton S. G. suspected of harming, taking one's life, 10 people and wounding 3, has created a private chat room on the communications app Discord and invited people to view his chat logs before his attack on the Tops Friendly Market store. A Discord spokesperson told CNN. Girl, I don't know what the heck is going on. This man done lost his mind. Like, this man done lost his mind. Like, am I shocked? I'm really not shocked because racism, once again, this is the reason why my last video, racism does exist. It does very much still exist. But Payton literally was on Discord planning this stuff. This is crazy. Okay, so as I continue, and I quote, what we know at this time is that a private invite-only server was created by the suspect to serve as a personal diary chat log. A spokesperson from Discord said Tuesday in a statement to CNN. Approximately 30 minutes prior to the attack, however, a small group of people were invited to and joined the server. Before that, our records indicate no other people saw the diary chat log in his private server. Girl. After Gendron. After Payton G, girl, invited people to join, his previously private chat room posted would have been accessible to invitees and anyone that may have shared access with, the spokesperson told CNN. In the post, eventually shared more widely on the hate-filled 4chan online forum, the alleged gunman wrote he visited the supermarket 3 times March 8th to survey its layout. So, girl, not only was he on Discord planning this stuff, he had ideas of what he was going to do, all the different types of things. But however, he went to the supermarket in advance to see exactly what was it going to look like. He also wrote that he used Google Graph feature for a locations Yeah, for a location's popular times to determine the busiest times at the store. Girl. Payton G posted he chose the zip code in Buffalo because it was one of the greatest percentage of melanated people that's relatively near his home in Copeland, New York. No, girl, I know I butchered that. The cities are about 230 miles apart. Discord removed the server and related content as soon as it was aware of it following the shooting. The spokesperson said the company declined to say whether anyone invited to view the logs alerted moderators to the post. 4chan has not responded to CNN's request for comment about Payton G's post being shared on the platform. The shooting targeted the supermarket in the heart of the predominantly melanated community is being investigated as a hate crime and an act of racially motivated violent extremism. Authorities said, noting 11 of the 13 people shot were melanated. Among those killed, was a former police officer who tried to stop the shooter, a teacher, a taxi driver, and shoppers, all ages 32 to 86. Girl. So that's another thing as well. It's like, okay, he made the chat, he did all these things, but even when people have private chats, where is the, see the best way I can word this. Where is the monitoring of people on your platform? What's the lack of, I'm lacking words. Where are the moderators, the security guards, the drill sergeants when stuff like this begin to happen? And why nobody reported, from what this article is saying, why nobody reported the type of stuff that was going on beforehand? This is crazy. All right, it says, I quote, our deepest sympathies are with the victims and their families, the Discord spokesperson said. Hate has no place on Discord, and we are committed to combating violence and extreme. Okay, here's my thing. I gotta stop right there. Here's my thing. Now, you literally just said, spokesperson, that you have wait, let me go back to it, because girl, you said our deepest sympathies are with the victims and their families. And then you also said hate has no place on Discord, and we are committed to combating violence and extremism. But however, earlier in the article, it also said that you guys weren't even cooperating. Now I'm paraphrasing. Cooperating to be able to let authorities know, or people know, that if people that saw or were aware of the type of rhetoric, the type of verbiage that was being used in the private chats or in the chats, whatever, doesn't matter, the chats regardless, y'all are not letting y'all. My thing is this: you say there has no place, you say that it's sad that all of these things happen, but however, you still want to be very limited in being able to cooperate to be able to really bring this case to a close, even though it's to a close, but bring it to a complete close. Don't be limited or try to be restrictive when it comes down to being able to cooperate. So if you know the people that were able to that brought this to moderators, give them names up. Girl, my mouth is dry. Give them names up. Oh, girl, my mouth is dry over here, girl. Come on, Mercury retrograde, get it together. Like, give them names up. That doesn't make no sense. Girl, get off my screen. There we go. So Payton G has pleaded not guilty to a charge of first-degree murder. Officials said nothing. Oh my God, I can't even get this out. Oh no, it says noting additional charges are forthcoming. Then what the hell is it if it's not first degree murder? He brought his ass up in the supermarket with other people. Let me look this up because, girl, I just can't. I just freaking can't. Let me look this up right here. Oh, perfect. Come on, Google. What classifies as first degree murder? Girl, I want to. Come on, Google search. Okay. Let me just click on this. Let's go click on this. Okay, so I'm gonna share this screen because, girl, I'm confused. I'm lost. Hey, like I'm confused. I'm lost. So with that being said, I don't know law that well, but however, you can't just lie to me like that, girl. Once again, come on, Mercury retrograde, messing up. All right, so here we go because I have to get into this because this is just crazy to me. So he said he was pleading not guilty. Girl, go, huh? There we go. So this is from Cornell Law School Legal Information Institute. What classifies as first degree murder? First degree murder is the intentional harm, taking one's life of a person by someone who has acted willingly, deliberately, and or with planning. Now, he fit all those things because he, first off, you traveled to a supermarket that even though it was close, but at the same time, it wasn't like down the street. That's one. Deliberately, you was willing to do it. You was committed to doing it. And then on top of that, with planning, you were the one on Discord. He was the one on Discord planning this stuff out, putting out the rhetoric of what he was going to do and basically trying to, I guess, make a plan, but however, critique it, being able to really get it down to a T. He was the one that went to the supermarket that wasn't even down the street, which means that he had to drive far hell to get there, whatever. Go to the supermarket 3 times to be able to see what the layout was. He was the one that went to going on Google to see what was the busiest times at the supermarket. So I'm confused on why he's trying not. Either he's not pleading first degree murder. I don't know. It's not making sense to me. The math is not mathing. Basically, what you guys are telling me is 2 + 2. I had that on the way. 2 + 2 = 7, and that's not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me at all. But however, I'm gonna continue. It is important to note that the exact definition of first degree murder depends on each state's statute, and its definition will vary by jurisdiction. Most jurisdictions define first degree murder as cases involving premeditation and deliberation. All other intentional murders are defined as second degree. So it says here, a premeditated intent to harm, to take one's life, requires that the defendant had intent to harm and some willingful deliberation. The defendant spent some time to reflect, deliberate, reason, or weigh their decision to harm, rather than harming or taking one's life on a sudden impulse. Now, once again, this man came to a supermarket that wasn't even down the street, which means that you had to go in your car and you had to take some time to go think and drive all the way over there with a rifle. And then on top of that, I'm confused. I'm very much confused. Well, I'm not confused, but I'm confused. I'm not confused because I understand what this country gives, but I'm confused as in how you gonna sit up there and let us know 2 + 2. We know it equals 4, but you're gonna look at us and say it equals 7. It's not making sense to me. It's really not. So, oh, girl, I'm about to get up out of here by mistake. All right, so it says, prior planning or deliberation are often closely intertwined. Courts focus on the in premeditation and generally look for evidence that that defendant deliberated and subsequently formed the intent to kill prior to the act of trying to take one's life. That is justified because the defendant must have thought about the murder for the period of time and did not change their mind. And that's the thing. He was on Discord. He was on Discord, girl. There are several factors including indicating premeditation and deliberation. These include lack of provocation from the victim, actions and words of the defendant before and after the crime, any threats from the defendant before and or during the crime, whether the victim and the defendant had a poor history, whether there was an additional lethal attack after the victim was already helpless, evidence of brutality and the nature and words of number of wounds. Oh God. However, many jurisdictions concede that there is no bright or whatever line the medication, whatever. But girl, like, I'm just like, I'm irritated. I'm freaking irritated. I'm irritated right now. Oh, it's my name. Girl. Let me get this off the screen. Cause the thing is, Conscious, he kept saying the whole thing of talking about, because people been wanting to cash at me, and girl, I just made it my name to make it easy for everybody, girl. But here's the thing. And actually, I need to go back to this as well, because I do not want to miss this. Because I actually want to talk about this. So let me get back to this right here. Share. Because it's not making sense to me. They literally are in our face, playing in our face. 2 + 2 = 7. That's basically what they're telling us. And that's not making no sense to me. It's really not. Now, he's trying to plead not guilty. Girl, what? Plead all you want to, bitch. He is a thug in the community, the same way they do us. All right, so it says the suspect's social media footprint key to probe. Since the shooting, the suspect's online trail has revealed details about his plans for the attack, and the officials has followed his digital footprint to piece together his motives. Girl, my mouth is dry. Woo! First, Payton G chose a grocery store that as his crime scene over a church or an elementary school because the store would attract many people at its peak time, according to the Discord posts that were published on 4chan. And that's the thing. It was premeditation because he was on Discord talking about it. And obviously, as the end result, we could tell he didn't change his mind. So I'm trying to see how they're going to attempt to try to prove this off. But at the same time, I think I understand. I think I know what type of angle they're going to try to go for to try to pull this off. But I understand. We're going to get into it. He then took note of how many black and white people were there each time he visited on March 8th and drew a map of the store's interior. His post showed. The post also revealed that the shooter planned his attack for March 15th, but delayed it several times. When he carried out the shooting, he wore a tactical helmet and plated armor and live streamed his moves. Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph, and here's the thing, like, yeah, Discord, like, y'all don't have people that watch that type of stuff. Like, I understand the freedom of speech. I understand, with all that privacy and stuff, but this is the reason. Well, this is one of the reasons why, like, you have those rights to say what you want. You have those rights for privacy. You have those rights for all those things. But however, just like most laws and just about every single law, you have to read the fine print. Like, as in, you can say what you want about anybody, but however, if you say certain things about the president, they're going to lock your ass the hell up. So, yes, you can have your privacy, but however, when you enter this server and And I may not be monitoring, like as in being all in your business, but however, my system may pick up certain language that's coming up and brings it to my attention. Now I have the right to be able to monitor that type of stuff. Like, this is just crazy to me. Crazy. So, yeah, it says officials are also examining an 180-page racist document they say was written by Payton SG. Girl. And talk about alleged racist. Girl, it's not alleged. He did it. In it, the suspect confesses to the attack and described himself as a fascist, a white supremacist, and an girl. I'm so over. Girl, I'm over this. I'm really trying to be like calm and collected, but girl, this is just crazy. This is crazy. Am I shocked? No, but am I shocked? Yes. Because I'm tired of people playing in our faces. The document says that the attacker didn't start seriously planning the attack until January. The author also shares his perspective on the dwindling size of the white population, claims of ethnic and cultural replacements of whites. Girl. And another thing too is that it's really interesting to me how, especially white supremacists, it's like the lack of knowledge. Like, you do understand that there are more people that live in this particular world than Caucasian people. Like, you do know that, right? Like, you do understand and you do know that there is a reason why, yes, we may be a human race, but however, it's something that is called variety. You know, not everybody around you is going to be the same. You get that? Like, that is a thing. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. Crazy as hell. And replacements of whites. Girl, let's get into it. All of the evidence that we ascertain from the manifesto, from whatever the manifesto leads us, other pieces of evidence we already had, we can then use that and develop more charges potentially. That's Erie County District Attorney John Flynn said. This court, launched in 2015, isn't as well known as big names like Instagram, even as it surged to 150 million monthly active users globally during the pandemic. Reminiscent of anonymous chat rooms, it blends the feel of early AOL chat rooms or work chat app Slack with the chaotic, personalized world of MySpace. Is known for its video game communities. And that's the thing too. Like, those video game communities and stuff, like, that's like a whole different world. Like, that's a common thing when people get on, like when people get on video games and you be on live and stuff, you're known to be talking ish. Like, it's known, like, when you get on there, you're going to hear homophobic slurs. You're going to hear especially in this case, racist slurs and stuff, because they're hiding behind an icon. But it's very much, really, really common in video game communities. It's crazy. Crazy as heck. So, previous school threat under investigation. Another warning sign is that that may have been a threat he made in June when he was a student at this particular high school, and whatever the hell he was at. Girl, I'm not gonna butcher all that. I ain't got time for that. So Payton SG made a project on murder-suicides, which prompted police to take him for a mental health evaluation. So Payton SG also was released from the evaluation. He said the evaluation was not an involuntary commitment, so it would not have prevented the suspect shooter from purchasing or possessing a weapon under federal law, said New York State Police spokesperson Duffy. Now, the Broome County District Attorney Office is investigating that school's threat incident as well as the suspect's overall behavior. He said, "We're not going," and I quote, "we're not going back several years as far as what his behavior was at that point in time. His relationship with his family, his relationship with teachers and students at the school. Prosecutor Michael K, because girl, these names, Michael K told CNN, it's hard to say whether more should have been done at the time of the threat was made, he added. Well, I'm gonna wait. Now, I quote, girl, get off my screen. So there are, so there were no direct threats made to any student or teacher, Kay said. Individuals that have mental health issues may have it under control for a period of time. And then one day they'll snap and things as tragic as this happens. Here's the thing. Now, I find it very convenient and very funny how, I find it very, very convenient and very funny how you have white supremacists. Once again, warning, if it does not apply, let it fly. You have white supremacist, racist, bigoted people that behave like this, carry out acts like this, but however, be so convenient to be able to label a whole community of melanated people with stigmas, as in crime, as in not having two parents in a household. But however, with that being said and using their said logic, you may have two parents in a household, but however, you are still the same person that went and brought your ignorant ass inside of a supermarket when bitches over there getting their goddamn bananas, apples, and berries, and you go over there and try to act like you over here playing goddamn what's the video game? The Call of Duty. That makes no sense to me. Once again, you're trying to tell us 2 + 2 = 7, and it's not equaling. I'm sorry, it's not. Now, it's very convenient because I did see a video where this melanated man was talking to this Caucasian guy, and it was like news or whatever. And the news reporter is very convenient in saying that, do you think that this is a mental health issue? The melanated man most definitely clapped back, because the thing is that he said in his response is that it's very convenient when mental health seems to enter the chat, and I don't mean Discord, enter the chat when it comes down to the behavior and the recklessness, hint, hint, reckless logic, recklessness of people's actions, Caucasian people's actions, when it comes down to taking one's or people's lives that are quote unquote melanated. So I don't want to hear about mental health, because he was mentally stable enough to be able to have a rifle and being able to know how to use it, whether or not that means that he was doing it through hunting, whether or not that means he was doing it through YouTube tutorials. I don't care, but he had enough sense to be able to figure those things out. He had enough sense to be able to research and know which and where, what location was the best to be able to target melanated people. And even in the video itself, he had the N-word on the tip of the gun, of the weapon, because girl, YouTube. I'm over here struggling because I'm trying to exit out, trying to replace all these words while I'm going on a rant. Forgive me, y'all. And plus, I'm going off the top of the dome. But he had the N-word on the tip of the weapon. And then not only that, in the video, when he pointed the weapon at other Caucasian people or people you can assume to be Caucasian, he said, "Oh, sorry." No, it ain't no sorry. No, it's no sorry. So once again, let me say this. Warning, I do not promote violence, but my thing is this. Once again, you guys are trying to tell us 2 + 2 = 7. It's not making sense. Reason why it's not making sense is because of the simple fact of he went into a supermarket. He was on Discord, premeditated, acting out what he was going to do, how he was going to carry out. He went to the store multiple times to see what the layout was. He looked up on Google to see what was the best time to be able to go to the store. He's seen that based off his research, he's seen that it was the best, the community surrounding that area. So with that being said, I'm trying to see where is the mental health not coming into effect, because the thing is that he was very mentally stable to be able to hold that rifle. He was very much mentally stable to be able to understand what his target was or were. And if they had less pigmentation in their skin, they were safer. So I'm trying to see where was the off balance. No, what it is, bitch, his ass is racist. That's what it is. He's a bigot. So this whole thing, because my thing is, and this is what gets me, they always want to let mental health enter the conversation, but that same conversation never enters the chat when melanated men and women are on trial. It never entered the chat. What they do, they lock their ass up and they send them in there without even having access to mental health professionals. Because the same way that they can sit up here and say that mental health plays a big part in the socialization and conditioning of some Caucasian white people, but you mean to tell me you cannot understand or be able to break down that mental health also plays a part within melanated people as well, especially since slavery is a thing and racism is a thing, and it's something called trauma? Girl, y'all go play in traffic. Y'all play with somebody else. Hey, like, go play with somebody else. That was just stupid. Like, and I'm sorry, I have to go on a little bit long because, girl, I'm just getting it out. But it's the whole thing. It's like it's just for me. It's the plan in the face. Like, don't sit up and tell me that it's mental. Like, please don't, because like that. One of the biggest things, and I say this on Conscious Panel all the time, I don't like to hear dumb shit. And that's why a lot of times I think sometimes people may mistake me for being rude, or I may say certain things, I may go. But I just don't like hearing, like, it's a contradiction. You say it's mental health, but the thing is, he carried everything out. He was doing all this stuff. He was very stable. He was mentally stable to be able to drive that car to the place and be able to carry out the action. Like, I just can't. I just freaking can't. So now it says it says no red flag order request after the school threat. Girl, you yeah, okay, my shit. There we go. So after the school threat, New York State police officials did not seek a red flag order of protection against Payton SG. A state police spokesperson told CNN on Tuesday. The red flag law, also known as the Extreme Risk Protection Order Law, was enacted on August 24, 2019, and is designed to prevent anyone who shows signs of being a threat to themselves or others from purchasing a firearm. Once again, 2 + 2 = 7. If this man has made a threat, now I do understand it wasn't a direct threat to teachers or students, but I don't know why the hell a lot of people try to rewrite history. My bad. Rewrite history. But the thing is this. Especially since we have also seen a lot of school massacres, because I'm not trying to say the S word, a lot of school massacres. Why wouldn't y'all take that serious? No matter it was towards a student or a teacher or it wasn't toward anybody, why wouldn't nobody take that serious, as in we don't trust you with a firearm? But I digress. Now, state police declined to go into detail about why they did not seek the red flag. And this is what I'm talking about right here. If everybody keeps saying, once again, 2 + 2 = 7, and everybody's sitting up here when it comes down to Discord, when it comes down to the police, but however, we already know what the police give. We already know what America gives. But however, once again, 2 + 2 = 7. That's what they're telling us right now. Doesn't make any sense. If you guys are sitting up here saying that you guys are saddened, we have sympathies, we don't condone this, we don't do this, but however, you're being very restrictive and you're putting a limit on how much you're willing to be able to get into and give up information to be able to handle this case accordingly, that's a problem. Now, my thing is, why wouldn't you want to get into detail? Why? Because now we have to hold somebody accountable. Well, so what? Hold them accountable. Because at the end of the day, if they were being held accountable, 10 people would have their lives right now. So it says the threat. Now I quote: the threat was general in nature and did not target the school or anyone in particular, and did not specifically mention shooting or firearms. A law enforcement official told CNN. That's girl, whatever. Certain clinical knows who determine if someone's likely to engage in conduct that would result in a serious harm or to self or others are required to report that to a county health commissioner, who can report that to the state's Division of Criminal Justice Services, which can block people from buying weapons and revoke weapon permits. A former Senate official is in the state office of mental health told CNN this weekend. Girl, my mouth is dry. Girl. Federal law prohibits someone involuntarily committed to a mental health institution from buying a weapon, the official said. It doesn't cover someone in a mental institution for observation. Ugh. Here's the thing though. People are not, now I do understand the whole thing of it may not cover somebody that's, get put in for observation, but also let's keep into account, people just don't put, now to my knowledge, I could be wrong, but people just don't put people in a mental health institution for observation for no damn reason. Obviously something extreme has to be going on. Like something has to be happening on some sort of level. Girl, retrograde got my computer acting up, but it's all right. Like, 2 + 2 = 7, y'all, once again. And then on top of that, even if that is the case, what should happen, well, I don't know if it does happen based off this shit right here. What should happen is that even if you get in, they probably have to write it off. Cool. But it's not making sense. I'm really trying to be somewhat logical to see maybe it's just like legally, there's loops and stuff. But girl, it's not making sense to me. I'm sorry. I just can't. I just freaking can't. Is that the end of that? That's the end of that. Girl, that really just made me mad. That really did. That made me so mad. It doesn't make any sense to me, y'all. It really doesn't. It's the whole thing of, and then people gonna talk about it's not a racially background thing. What you mean it's not a racially background thing? He had the N-word tattooed, and I don't mean Keisha Cole, tattooed on the weapon. What you meant? 2 + 2 = 7. Not making sense. Then on top of that, he's trying to plead not guilty for first-degree murder, but he premeditated it. He thought about it. The bitch planned it out. The bitch was so good at planning the shit out. The bitch looked at the goddamn population, the community surrounding it, and then on top of that, he looked at and tried to see and looked up, see what were the best hours. Girl, what? This bitch done lost his mind. He done lost his mind. So with that being said, I hope he rots in the pits of hell. I really do hope he does. And I don't give a damn about his mental health. Reason being is because when it comes down to melanated people that probably do have mental health issues, it's not taken as serious. And with that being said, they either want to police officers either want to murder. And that's the thing too. When they come on, y'all, I'm doing this off the dome. It's all coming to me. Come on. It's coming to me. And another thing too, even when they arrested him, I want to. Where was the no resisting? Where was the foot on the knee on his neck? Where was this same energy that people always want to have with people that are melanated? But however, you don't want to have that same energy when it comes to somebody of a lighter complexion. Girl, y'all go play in traffic. Like stuff like that pisses me off. It says, I think the only reason that they put him in a psych hold is because he had the weapon to his chin. He didn't want to face the consequences. He's not crazy. He's exactly. He's not crazy. And even then, let's just go with the whole thing of he's not like let's go with the whole thing of he is crazy. Let's just go with that. But the thing is, at the end of the damn day, he's still a murderer. He's still a killer at the end of the day. Okay, that just made me mad. So let me just RIP. I want to give my condolences to all the family members of those people. But America, we got to do better. And this is another reason why I want to get on Antonio Brown in my last video about him saying racism doesn't exist. When we have once again, this is not the only time, but we have another example of racism being very much active in America. And also too, I seen another clip. Now I could be wrong. Now I seen a clip of this woman, and this kind of intertwined, but I saw a clip of this woman. Now I don't know if she was connected to this case, but it's a reason. I think it's a reason why they have me bring this up. Come on, off the dome. I saw a clip of this woman saying that if not this case, something similar, as in saying that, oh, my son is not violent like that. He doesn't think about stuff like that, as in murdering or taking people's lives based off race. And then this bitch had the nerve, excuse me, I'm using the correct pronouns. This bitch had the nerve to come out her mouth and say stuff like, and try to blame it on critical race theory. That's the reason why he did what he did. 2 + 2 = 7. That don't make no damn sense. But with that being said, that is it for my commentary video for today, guys. Please make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please, please, please smack that notification bell, because now I have to be going live. So with that being said, once again, I gotta give another let me give a shout out. Hold on 1 second. Shout out. Girl. I have to give a shout out. I want to thank all my cash shoppers. Thank you so very much. And also too as well, I will be doing my review for Bad Boys Club after this. Girl, there's a lot of going live today. After this, I will be doing my review for Bad Boys Club. And then on top of that, I'm going to be trying to get to my Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, it's been so hard getting to that. I don't know why, but I'm going to get to that as well. And by the way, my name now, even though it's Reckless Logicc, but however, down here, I think it's this way. Down here, that's my cash app. If you guys want to support, that's the easiest way now, because girl, people ask me all the time, what's your cash app? What's your cash app? What's your cash app? It's over here. It's over here now. So with that being said, thank you guys. Make sure you guys pop that like button, hit the subscribe button, and please, please, please smack the notification bell so do not miss any of my posts from me. Till next time, guys, I will see you guys later.